Hip Hop Zone Radio, this is your man, Bless the Party Sparker was Hood. You know what this is, y'all. This is Wealth Wednesdays right here, Power357radio.com. Damn, shit got live all of a sudden. Damn, D-Maz. No Maz. I'm sorry. Yo, hey, real quick, man. Big shout out to everybody listening in there across the world. We have now gotten up to 108 countries, 128,620, 20-something people, 23 people. I'm gonna just say 23. But man, this has gotten deep. I think all these motherfuckers is stuck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Courtney. What up, Courtney?
Hey, Bless. I want to say D-Maz is my guy, so he's here because I told him to come.
See, she just want credit because she bringing people.
Hey, Bless, can I address something real quick? Can I make a suggestion?
Please do. Go ahead.
I wanted to make a suggestion about the comment you made just before you took the break. All right. This is just a suggestion. Let's do a part 2 of this next week. And then let's find out during that week whether social media is crack. Let's see those people that really want to understand this. Let's see if they can go a whole week with no social media, with the exception of those that use it for business. Okay, we're going to exempt them because I'm not trying to take nobody's beans off their table. All right, but social media, using it as social media to socialize.
Can I say something real quick?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm out. Go ahead.
Let me say something real quick. The people who bring you Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, them or their children don't use it. That's for you, not for them. Ask the people at Coke if they drink Coke.
God damn, son. You just turned shit dark.
Yeah. That's what I did.
And let me say this real quick. Bro, Pete just like shitted on my whole segment. I had a whole segment plan. He talking about let's wait till next. Like, damn, bro, you can't do that right before the segment. How about we discuss it? How about we
it's finished now.
A little bit?
It's done. So
yeah, bro, Pete killed it.
We discuss it a little bit, and then we can do a part 2. How about that?
How about my suggestion of staying off social media for a week?
Oh, no, I'm with you on that.
I want to know how many people can actually do that.
I'm gonna tell you I failed already, but go ahead. I'm with everybody doing that, and we're gonna try to see how that works out by next week, Wednesday. All right.
But that's the only real way to answer that question. Niggas
gonna get on the show next week like
Hey, can I borrow your phone? Man, let me see your phone real quick, bro.
They're gonna be looking like Smokey. They're gonna be looking like Smokey in the pigeon coop come Saturday.
Hey, that's real though. So I mean, the point was brought up, how long do you spend on social media? You know what I mean? And that being said, is it crack?
More like
is it worse than crack?
I think it's weed because it's more sedative. It keeps you stuck in one place sometimes. Like if you do get into some subject on your phone on social media, you kind of stay in the same area. Damn. I feel like we do the same thing, but nobody out here fighting.
I was really about to get offended as a weed head and be like, fuck you, look. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm truly offended by that statement. I am truly offended by that statement.
I gotta say.
I was trying to find a way to word it without triggering Dive, but I was like, yo.
I gotta say this. Hey, real quick. I gotta say this, yo. When he said it and he was talking about getting stuck, I was like, oh, damn, that's true.
Y'all just gave me an
I think it's Oxy. I think it's
social media. How about social media anonymous?
She said Oxy.
That's heroin.
Yeah, because what you get in your brain whenever you use it, whenever you go, exactly, the dopamine boost. Whenever you go to social media, the setup, it's a lottery system. You know, when you do this here at the lottery, when you pull the lever to try and see if you're going to get something, if you win, you're doing the same thing when you go on social media and you scroll and you're trying to see, well, let me just see if they're going to have one more post or something else for me at the top. Like, you get a dopamine boost from that.
Whoa, real quick, not to cut you, Nala, but there was a great point. And this is kind of what I was trying to say, and motherfuckers dissed me. I'm sorry. But I got to say this. Trent just put up a great point. It ain't just social media. That's all mass media. I said it was the same thing since radio, since TV, since newspapers. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit is for the same purpose. It's mass media. You know what I mean? What's the difference?
But social media is media for the masses now, not mass media. The masses control. The masses control it. I mean, well, the masses fill the content.
Yeah.
It's not, there's no funnel.
Yeah.
There's no more funnel. That's what
Hey,
it
real
is.
Well,
quick,
we're in
real quick,
control.
to touch
We
on
are
that.
the
Hold up,
media.
Trent. Hold on, Trent. Let me counter. Let me kind of die because I feel you. I feel you, bro. But let me say this: TV. Who controls TV? Yeah, it may be the programming, but you know what? If everybody didn't tune in to Jerry Springer back in the 90s, that shit would not have lasted.
True.
Motherfuckers like seeing car crashes. You know what I mean? And that's just how people are. So, I mean, do you blame the people that are like, yo, I can make $1 billion by showing motherfuckers car crashes? Or do you blame the motherfuckers that's like, ooh, look at that car crash? You know what I mean? And they you know what I mean?
I was just gonna say, like, to me, the positive is we're in control now of social media. Actually, if you really look at it, the newspaper, all that shit, radio, you couldn't choose what you listen to, what you watched on TV. They control that.
You
With social
could.
media now, you actually do have a choice. It's just that you're so addicted to your news feed, scrolling. You don't even have the power most of the time to realize, oh, I control what the fuck I'm watching. Ain't nobody gonna ever come and take my phone and plug the settings and do all this and do all that. You supposed to do that.
When you
But it's
go
a
to look
false-
up
it's a-
different
it's a-
sources for things, like the sources that you pull up are dependent on the things that you have looked up. Like that is, do you understand how dire that is? That if I go to look up the same topic as you, I may get a completely different result based off of what I've looked up on social media.
That's
That
Google's
is not,
algorithm.
that's not
right.
on some radio, TV. That's
That's right.
deception. That is what we'd have to get through our heads is social media is unlike any other entity. All these comparisons, like I get where y'all are coming from, but there has no other entity has perfected this,
So,
like social
No,
media.
let me
has.
say this. Let me
Check
say
out
this. Let me say this.
This is
Being in
keywords.
advertising. Oh, my bad, Jeff. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. No, it's all about the keywords that you put into those searches and everything that will come out. I mean, it's not what you're thinking of, but whenever you put in those keywords, it puts you into that algorithm and it sends you, and depending on what your location and where you're at, that's where it will pinpoint what information to put out.
Go ahead,
If I may push back, no, that's not how Google's algorithm works. We talk about privacy and freedom and all these things. Understand that the government has been in bed with the telecommunications industry since its inception. So
Snowden.
we're not for sure, but when you're around your phone and understand everything has a microphone now, and you think you have control over it, but you don't.
And two cameras. And two cameras. Yeah,
right?
go ahead, Dice.
So, and to
Keep
be
going.
honest, I was trying to have this conversation in the 90s, but you know what I'm saying? It's way too late for that now. So just from your conversations, you know what I'm saying? If you say cotton sweater, it's just regular conversation, there will be an ad for cotton sweaters, either in
That's
your
right.
feed. So it's not even about what you're looking for. It's about what you're talking about, right? That is going back to my sister Nala's point, is insidious. You know what
Why?
I'm saying?
Why?
Because
It goes all the way back to Bro Peace point that COINTEL still exists.
exactly.
Right.
Okay,
stop
but
it back then, though.
listen, when we're talking about this, we're talking about, okay, advertising. You know what I mean? This is basically the point that we're talking about. Okay, advertisers are insidious for setting up an algorithm that is going to point directly to you and the things that you've been dealing with, talking about, looking up, and everything else. As you know what I'm saying, I don't see that as insidious. I see that as smart business. Now, if I'm sitting there talking, like, check it out. I'm talking about burgers. I'm talking about this, that, and the other. I live in Memphis. You know what I mean? I'm like this. I'm talking about burgers, sliders, this, that, and the other. why would they bring up a ad for White Castle? White Castle is not in Memphis.
Yes, but you sound crazy because you know people that own plantations said slavery was good business.
It was good business. What the fuck? Are you crazy to have
If it
free
wasn't, it
labor?
wouldn't have been
I'm
so
not
fucking
saying
It was
I'm not
good
saying-
business.
them.
It wasn't
You
moral,
one of them.
but it was good
You one of
business.
them?
Let
You
me
one of
say
them.
what I got to say. Because I got to clear that up.
Yeah, clean that
You
up.
one of
Les.
them.
Yeah, because
So
I know
don't-
where you live.
Let me say this. Slavery was not good business for us. It was great business
for the country.
for slave masters.
And for
Alright.
the country, yeah.
So what I'm saying is this. Now, if somebody is setting up now we didn't have a choice in slavery. Like it's been said several times.
You
We
didn't hear
have a choice.
Kanye? Kanye said slavery was a
It
choice.
was a choice. I ain't talking about Kanye, but I'm saying like this: everything that we're talking about right now is your choice. So, with this being said, if you are not looking up certain things, if you are not talking about certain things, you know what I mean? If you're, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, all right, I'm not from here in Memphis, right? If I, they give me suggestions with, you know what I mean? I would not know about certain businesses. I would not know about certain things unless those things are brought up. So my question is, why is that insidious to suggest certain things based off of what I've been doing?
Hold on. I
Yeah,
give you an
let me
example
answer
real
that.
quick.
Wait
I got him. Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Right. I have conversations about Dr. John Henry Clark and Dr. Amos Wilson all the time. Do any of their books ever pop up in my feed? Does any of Kwame Nkrumah's books ever pop up in my feed? You know what I'm saying?
Someone got a program that metadata in there, Dice, and you could be the one to suggest it, and then boom, they would pop up.
Yeah.
But
No,
I'm
let me
saying,
give
like,
let me give you something that's gonna be hard for everybody to believe. I want y'all, it's gonna be hard for you to believe it because you don't notice it. Okay, let me give you a prime example. You sitting there with your wife, and you say, "Babe," you say, "Honey, can you feed the dog?" That 15 minutes later, you pick up your phone, and as you get ready to dial your number, an ad for dog food pop up.
Turn your Alexa off.
yeah, turn it off. That's I think what's missing here is education, right? Because everything they do to you, all the deception or insidiousness or manipulation or the RTB or the bidding and all the other stuff, like they tell you in the service agreement, but
Yeah.
do any of y'all really read that?
I do.
No.
But that's me.
Most people don't.
I'm weird.
Most people don't. Just like I'm an individual, and a lot of people don't do what I do. You know what I mean? But these are habits that you get as you get more familiar in whatever field you do. Like I didn't used to read the back of food labels and bottles, but when I got more health conscious, I started reading the back of food labels and bottles. And when I got more health conscious, I started reading side effects of pharmaceuticals. I didn't just pop it because the doctor in the right coat told me to. Like. It's the same thing with social media. By law.
Look. Can I say this real quick? Accountability, bro. But go ahead. Go. Accountability, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. So accountability again, but this is stuff that I started being more accountable as I got older because I'm like, damn, if I'm going to keep dealing with these pharmaceuticals, good or bad, if I'm going to keep dealing with these fake food and real food, good or bad, if I'm going to keep agreeing to these softwares or phones or whatever, good or bad, I need to see what they're actually getting me to agree with verbally, signature, electronic signature, physical signature. It's the same thing. Reading is still fundamental.
Do you realize that Facebook has been sued as recently as 2021 for deception of, oh yeah, we're going to push this and tell you that these are the terms and conditions you're signing up for. But in reality, there's a lot of other stuff going on that you don't know about. Like, and that's what I'm just trying to, it's not as simple as, okay, yes, I know what's going on, so let's avoid it.
Hold up, Lucky. Go ahead, Nala. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your statement.
It's the same thing as like somebody brought up the idea of food, knowing that there are so many different poisons and pesticides in food and stuff like that. And you were like, well, it's the same thing if I were to always complain about that or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, if you go and you start looking at these different things and what's in the, and like you said, looking at the terms and conditions and whatever, like you may think that you're getting the information that you want, but you won't realize until the lawsuit that comes out next year that, oh wait, I was bamboozled as well, and I did the information. I did that.
Right. Like, talcum powder.
How many of y'all have on your phones when you put an app on your phone, or you go to social media, or you go someplace on your phone, and it says, we need permission to access your photos
location.
or your
Yeah,
location.
you turn it off.
Okay.
And you say no. You say no. Like
Yeah, I got that. But then you say, yeah, you give that permission. Do you realize you're giving them permission to turn on your phone anytime they want?
Yeah. Just like a kill switch with a rental car. But you can also use a software and another app to take that completely away from them.
And how many of us do
down that
that?
signal.
How many of us do that, Luffy?
I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro, Pete. Education. If we had more education, awareness of our options and choices, even if we didn't fully understand the service agreement terms and conditions and other different things, if we had more education on it, I feel like that fear of being manipulated and deceived and listened upon and all that stuff wouldn't be as big, because people would know how to operate what's in their hands or operate in the environment around them. Like, but at the end of the day, that's where education come in. And honestly, that's a good thing, because we need more jobs. It should be people who educate people on how software and app stuff, so they can turn off real-time bidding. They can turn on that. They can check big corporations like Facebook, like Nala was just saying, because
Corporations need to be regulated. That's what it is. Corporations have to be regulated. It is, we have to get out of this mentality of all of it is the user. No, like
never
the
blame just the user.
corporations, they are primarily at fault. It's ridiculous. It's eroding the fabric of society, no matter how you try to dice it and slice it.
How many of y'all
But
really
one
know
thing,
the
Noah,
technology behind the smart TV?
How can you regulate everything and still have freedoms to do what you need to do?
Right.
How can you regulate everything? Because
social media is the only social entity that we have in society that is not regulated by law. Did you know that?
I do know that.
How many people
But
know
the
that?
thing is
you-
how can you regulate everything? How can you regulate everything and not have what you have?
You don't have to regulate everything. You have to regulate the things that make things unethical.
So let
That's
me
the
ask you,
point of it.
ho, Nala.
How would you go
So
about it?
what is something that should be regulated with social media?
So I think personally, I mean, what they said aside from like turning off the controls or turning off where people are able to see you, I think that that's a big thing. But I also think that honestly, data companies should pay you. If you are going to be using people's data to further your business, because mind you, stuff that's being mined and used, it's not like it's for society's benefit. It's not like it's for your benefit or my benefit. It is strictly so that you are paying more attention to these ads so that you can make these companies more money. So run me the money for that shit. If you want my data, run me the money for it.
Nala, hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Nala, watch your back. They about to come for you since you said that.
Actually, you just listed something that's true. PPC
things
and
doing
PPA
that.
is exactly what you just described. What you just described, Nyla, is called PPC, pay per click. You have traffic revenue. You literally
That
have
corporations use.
no,
Corporations use that.
a person, lady. Watch it. Listen to me. Cheesecake Factory, 2013. I had to set up a party of 20 tables. We had to set up 20 tables for parties. These are married couples, normal people, not corporations. Married, normal people looking for supplemental income came together in North Atlanta for Cheesecake Factory, and they never met each other in person until that week, that day, where they got together because they all made each other as married couples millions of dollars off traffic revenue off something that used to be called MAPS. MAPS. It's an acronym for My Advertising Pays. Literally for their personal data in the offers as people who just needed extra money, all 10 couples, all 20 people, 10 couples, literally made millions of dollars, and then they all had played the credit card game. Who's going to pay for the Cheesecake Factory
That's
bill?
20 people out of how many million users?
But you
That's
can't worry
available
about
to
everybody.
everybody.
Darla.
Yes,
gotta make
you
sure
can.
do
That
it.
is the exact issue of ethics. To say that in itself is unethical. That I don't have to worry about anybody else. That is
You don't have to
exactly
worry
why we're
about
at the point of
everybody.
what
Not
I'm
saying, not
because
saying,
people
not
think
saying,
like that.
not saying that you don't have to worry about people, but
You
it's like
just said it.
one.
You just said it.
Can I say one
I'm
thing? I
gonna
didn't say
mute-
that.
I'm gonna mute everybody, and I'm gonna allow Jeff to talk now.
One thing is
I love y'all. Go ahead,
there
Jeff.
is a company that's going to start doing that for people.
Yeah.
And
Can I say one thing? I just want to say,
Whoa! Don't
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
the
go
man
ahead,
before
go
he
ahead,
about to
Trent.
tell us how to make some money. Hold
Go
up,
ahead,
who's the
Trent.
company?
He's
What's
gonna
the
tell you.
company, bro? Oh, he
He's
gonna
gonna
tell
tell
us.
you.
Go ahead, Trent.
Yeah.
I actually like this, man. Like I love everybody on this call, and I just want to say, like, I feel like it starts with conversations like this. To be honest, especially our people, like Black people, minorities, like we need to have these conversations because this is the only thing I got to say. Like we live in America, we live in this shit. Like whatever. You wake up every day, put jeans on, put your shorts on, like I do, right? You got to pay your bills. You gotta keep the lights on. You got to keep food on the table. So this is my take on it. Like, if you're gonna spend 4 hours a day on social media, I don't give a damn what the reason is. You can talk to me about whatever. If you're a human in America and you're spending 4 to 8 hours a day on social media, why not make some goddamn money from that? Like, you're gonna go to work and be miserable at work all day on social media because you hate your job, because you don't really want to, you don't want to do what you're doing at your job. That's the real reason you're addicted to social media. You want to turn up, you want to do all this, do all that. No, if you really have ethics, you're going to make some money on social media because you realize the power of the tool. And that's all I got to say. That's how I look at it, because we can sit here for days and debate all this other shit. But we need to pay our bills. We need to put our kids through college. We need to make sure our kids good. We need to build wealth. We want to retire our families. Like, that's what's keeping us behind. So if we stay addicted on these platforms and keep blaming who, what, when, and where, and all this shit, let's just go make some money. Let's build our lives. Let's use what's available and actually stop complaining and fucking take charge. That's just what I'm saying.
Can I just say one real quick thing? I feel what you're saying about, let's make some money, get the bag, all that other stuff. But what's more important, you getting the bag or these sisters that's killing themselves because of this shit?
I gotta have a place to stay. Where you stay at right now?
I'm in Tampa.
Right? You gotta have a roof over your head. You gotta put food on the table. So I get what you're saying, but I'm saying, how are you paying your bills? How all your time?
I get up and go to work.
I'm gonna say, whoa. I'm gonna say it because Trent can't say it, and this is my show. If my bills ain't paid and I may be homeless next week, I'm not really thinking about the suicides in America. I'm sorry.
Why bullshit?
I'm being real. You know what I mean? So bottom line, I understand.
Well, and also another thing that he's trying to get to is, we all are on social media all this time. Why not pull something out of it instead of letting it just keep on taking your money?
And
why don't you
real quick,
money?
Back to the example, back to the topic, and then I gotta ask Trent, Jeff, who else is new on here? Demas. All right. We're gonna ask all three of y'all a question, but I gotta say this real quick. You know what I mean? With the social media thing, Dice know what time it is.
You already know.
With the social media thing, you know what I mean? Like we said, it's a tool. We got to take accountability. You feel me? We have to take accountability. The people that are not using it correctly or are suffering because of it, I feel it is our responsibility as those using it right to teach. Like we said, you never know who's watching. That being said, real quick. Hold on, bro, Pete. Hey, bro, Pete, you don't interrupt Jerry Springer's last word, bro.
Yes, you do.
So what I gotta say, hold on. Real quick, I gotta ask the question. We're gonna start with Jeff real quick. No. Trent's been big on this shit. No, I'm gonna start with Jeff. Jeff is already off of mute.
Jeff is my guy, 100 grand. Like, I got Jeff on this call, just so y'all know. Me and Jeff, just so y'all know the real scoop, me and Jeff is the prime example of why I'm even here.
Hold
me and
on,
Jeff
Trent,
made money.
Trent.
I never even met Jeff in person.
I understand your passion, bro.
I'm just passionate.
I understand it, but I want you to be passionate about this too, and you cannot bite Jeff's answer. All right. So
tell them the rules.
No Tupac, no Biggie.
No Pac, no Biggie.
Top 5 dead or alive in order from 5 to 1. MCs.
Go,
Jeff.
MCs. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
5-4.
Slick Rick.
West Coast.
Oh, West Coast. Okay.
No, I said you West Coast, but go ahead. No, you West Coast.
I'm West Coast. I mean, Slick Rick, Run DMC.
That's 4. I
One
mean,
more.
that's two. What's the last one? Top best
Too
MC
short.
ever. Who?
Too short.
Too short.
Ooh, short dog.
Oh, short
Short
dog.
dog
Shout out
in
to
the
short
house.
dog.
Short dogs in the house, man.
Mr. 20 albums himself.
Trent,
Yes,
where
sir.
you at, Trent?
I'm right here, brother.
Top 5, dead or alive. No Biggie, no Pop. 5 to 1.
Are we just talking rap, hip hop? or
We
what?
talking about hip hop.
All right, bet. So 5. I might have to go with Nas at 5. Put Nas at 5. Sheesh, this is tough, man. Like,
Mm. Now, just keep in mind, nobody's going to listen to you if your top 5 is whack. But go ahead. No
nah,
pressure.
I mean, I really listen. I'm a hip hop. I'm a lyrical head, so you feel me. Nas is definitely number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna probably have to go with Biggie.
No
just
Biggie, no
because-
Tupac. No
Oh yeah,
Biggie,
you said no
Tupac.
Biggie. Then I'm gonna have to go with Jay-Z. Then I'm gonna go with Jay-Z at
Good
5.
choice.
Okay.
You feel me? Number 3, I'm gonna have to go with probably Pac. I'm probably go with Pac
No
at
Pac,
3.
no Pac, no Pac.
Oh yeah, you
no
said
Pac,
no
no
Pac.
Big.
All right, bet. Damn man, who else is it? I mean,
Who else is there?
can I listen
Oh,
to?
and
I'm
hold
not-
up, lyrical
all right,
man.
I'm not
Hold
trying
up,
to say.
hold up, hip hop head.
I'm not trying to say Wayne yet. I'm 32. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I didn't listen to. Come on, man. Like you feel me? So
All right.
Wayne is in my top 2. So I'm gonna say who I said.
Number
I
3.
said Jay-Z, Nas, and then I'm gonna probably go with. I'm gonna have to go with Wayne
Number
at
3.
3, I guess. I'm gonna put Wayne at number 1. So I'm gonna go with Jadakiss at number 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Jada at number 3, for real. And
Number 2.
number 2, did I say Jay-Z already? You said no Jay-Z?
You said Jay-Z already.
He said Jay-Z at 4.
Man, this is tough.
You
All
only
right, yeah,
got 4 MCs, bro?
Nas, Jay-Z. I got Lil Wayne. I got Jadakiss. At 3. And I got, damn, who I got at number 2 then? Because Wayne is for sure number 1. So number 2, I'm gonna have to go with.
It's getting greasy.
It's getting too crazy, man. I'm gonna have to go with Eminem probably at number 2, and then Wayne at 1.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Fucks with
Eminem
you.
really got bars, man. I listened to all the Marshall Matter, all that
I think
crazy
he's
shit.
realer than
I
Wayne,
like.
but I'll give you that. Okay. D-Maz, what up, D-Maz?
Good with you. What's up, blood? What's happening? What's happening?
It's good. We ain't get all your input for the show, but I do want to get your input for the top 5 that are alive in order.
Oh, it's all
No
good.
Biggie, no
It's all
Pop.
good. It's all good. Oakland born, living out here in DC, but I'm from California. But number 5, we're gonna go with Jay-Z. Number 4, we're gonna have to go with Nasir Jones, Nas. Number 3, we're gonna have to get that up to 3 mother stacks. 3,000, Andre 3,000.
Man.
Number 2, I gotta give it up to Earl Stevens, E40. And number 1, that's going to Black Thought. That's going to Black Thought of the Roots. This
I
dude
gotta
is
say-
ridiculous.
I
So
gotta say-
I'm gonna let it go with that. But man, Tariq is retarded. So that's mine. I'm gonna give Tariq the number 1 spot on Cetus.
Wow. Hey, D-Maz,
You
I'm
said
gonna
on
tell you,
Cetus.
you are invited back anytime, brother. Anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Brand stupid.
Now that's the top 5. I appreciate everybody. Trent, Jeff, Bruh Pete, Big Dice, Courtney. Lajati came on late, but we love her anyway.
She just came on shoulder face.
You know what it is, y'all. Hey, shout out to Nala. Nala's on face mute right now. Shout out to Quest, Lucky Goggins, Diverse, Bruh Pete. Yo, hey, this is Hip Hop Zone Radio. I am your host, Bless the Party Sparker. Hey, y'all got to show up. This Monday, we got No Man Monday coming up. And also, I want to let y'all know we've been talking about social media today. But just so y'all know, we have a responsible hip hop based platform, and I ain't going to say just hip hop, but it's entertainment based. It's a social media network, acrossthefader.com. Make sure y'all check that out. You know what I mean? We'll be back. Yo, Bless the Party Sparker, Wealth Wednesdays, Hip Hop Zone Radio, Power357radio.com. We moving your music around the globe and across the fader, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Shout out to DJ Novi coming up next.